Okay, so I've got Dr. Alfred with us today. Actually, Alfred has attended some of our HBCU Connect events. For those of you guys that don't know who I am, my name is Will Moss. I am the CEO of HBCU Connect. So let me give folks a little bit of background. So this is going to be an informal, just a congratulations to Alfred for landing a role at Microsoft, but just an informal chat to encourage folks to pursue opportunities with good companies. So Microsoft is one of those companies that we work with. We've done lots of recruitment events with Microsoft, but Alfred and I met actually at one of our Intel hiring events in Raleigh, North Carolina, several years ago. And so had a chance to meet face to face in person before all of this COVID stuff. But then we also kept you in the loop post event for some of our different companies that we work with, and Microsoft happened to be one of those companies. So Alfred, if you'd like to introduce yourself and just maybe give us a little bit about your background before we talk about what happened with Microsoft.
All right, so Alfred Barres, I have a varied background, a degree in double E, got my bachelor's from Southern University, I got my master's and PhD from North Carolina A&T. I started my career out after my bachelor's at the Jet Propulsion Laboratory, doing some research in ozone layer depletion. And then they sent me on to get my master's and PhD. But after I got my PhD, I landed at IBM in the server hardware division, developing Intel-based servers, and jumped around from role to role from that point on into management after 4 years, and managed both hardware and software development teams up until the time in which they converted and sold our division off to Lenovo. Then I became a Lenovo employee for a few years until I left Lenovo and relocated from the Raleigh-Durham area to Atlanta.
Okay. And so Alfred, like I said, has attended some of our HBCU Connect events. So can you tell us a little bit about your thoughts on maybe some of the benefits? So if somebody is watching this video and they're considering attending one of our events, what would you tell them?
Well, I would highly recommend that they do attend. There is a lot of exposure that you can get there, not only to the actual people who are hiring managers that are looking for people in certain roles in their department, but a greater sense of the culture. And that was one of the things that struck me. Um, I got a glimpse of the Microsoft culture, and that glimpse intrigued me and inspired me to continue to press on to try to find a position with them while I'm down here in Atlanta.
Awesome. So tell us what happened that led up to you receiving an offer to work at Microsoft. Did you take the initiative to take a look at some of the opportunities that aligned with your experience, and then you applied to some roles on their website, or did someone reach out and invite you to apply for specific roles?
So I had applied for roles since my last role at Lenovo was managing a software development team. So I applied for roles in software development management. Um, and I, after a few interviews, it was clear to me that Microsoft is heavily software oriented and computer science oriented. And so they were looking for their managers to actually be doing code as well. And with the double E background, I've done code, but I hadn't done code in like over 20 years. So I came across a situation where I got in front of another manager of a software development team, and I really just didn't want to waste his time. I wanted to be upfront with him and tell him, okay, I have a double E background. I understand software, I understand the technology and how to drive things, but I don't code. If you're looking for somebody who's going to be doing some coding, I'll just tell you up front that I'm not the candidate for you. If you're looking for somebody who can stretch your employees and have them grow, then we can talk. And he said that, I'm very appreciative that you actually said you didn't try to just, go through the interview and, try to make up stuff. So he said, you know, but what I can do is, I think based on your background, Microsoft does have some hardware portions or hardware sides that I think you might be a good fit in. And I'll look for some positions and then would you be willing, I'll send you some if you apply to them. So he sent me a couple of positions. I applied, and one of the roles in which he sent me, it turned out to be a perfect fit for me as far as my interest in new technology and where Microsoft is going.
Awesome, awesome. So what team will you be joining, and when do you start?
It's the new technology and engineering group within Azure,
Okay.
developing the next generation data centers, liquid cooled data centers. And I'll actually be starting on January 3rd.
And will this be a remote role, or will you be working out of the Atlanta office?
It'll be I believe a split.
Like a hybrid?
Most of the team is currently in on the West Coast, but they do have they built a data center here in Atlanta, so there will be some people here that I'll be going into the office with, but mostly I'll be remote.
Awesome. So hey, I just wanted to congratulate you, and also, say Microsoft is an awesome company. Me personally, I received an offer to work at Microsoft right at about the same time when I was kind of starting to run HBCU Connect. And the only reason I didn't go to work for Microsoft is because I wanted to follow my passion project, which is hbcuconnect.com. But I mean, it's like a dream job opportunity. I'm sure you picked up on the culture. There's some good people that work there. So I just want to say congratulations, and I wanted to encourage anyone else that sees this video and kind of hears Alfred's story to definitely take advantage of coming to our events. At a minimal, you'll get to meet some people, network with some people, understand and ask questions about the company culture to see if it might be a great place for you to work. And this is not the only example of someone who just had some initiative to check out opportunities with the company, and maybe it wasn't a fit with the team that was hiring on one of our events, might have been a fit with a different part of the company, and then next thing you know, you have a great career opportunity. So again, congratulations and thank you for your time, and keep me posted on how things go.
I definitely will. Thank you so much.
Okay, I appreciate it, man.